In a time before time, when the earth still held unimaginable mysteries, there existed a secret covenant between God and a man forgotten by Scripture. His name was Malakiel, the earth angel, a prophet whose visions were so powerful that even the angels trembled. This is the forbidden story, hidden in the scrolls of Kedem, the ancient city where heaven and earth met. Malakiel lived as a simple shepherd in the hills of Havilah, a land of gold and precious stones mentioned in Genesis. One night, as he watched his flock under a starry sky, he was visited by 7 divine flames dancing across the heavens, illuminating the darkness with an unearthly light. These were no ordinary fires. They were celestial beings bearing a terrifying message. The Tower of Babel, that arrogant structure God had struck down with confusion, was not merely an act of human rebellion. Something darker lurked beneath. It was a conspiracy orchestrated by fallen angels who had infiltrated mankind, disguised among them, sowing discord from the beginning. Trembling before this revelation, Malakiel listened as the flames whispered his destiny. He had been chosen for a perilous mission. He must find the Emerald Tablet, a relic lost since the days of Eden, upon which were inscribed the 72 secret names of God, words of power that could bring either destruction or redemption. Burdened with divine purpose, Malakiel set out on a solitary journey toward the forbidden lands where the Garden of Eden once flourished. Even after the fall, cherubim still guarded its borders with flaming swords, and no ordinary man dared approach. But Malakiel was no ordinary man. A celestial calling burned in his heart. After days of travel, he reached a hidden valley between impassable mountains. At its center, a cave pulsed with an eerie green glow. There, sealed behind ancient wards, lay the Emerald Tablet. When his hands touched its cold surface, visions flooded his mind. He saw the past, the present, and possible futures. He witnessed the fall of the Watchers, the angels who abandoned heaven to unite with the daughters of men. He saw the corruption that spread before the Great Flood. And most chilling of all, he saw that some of these fallen beings still moved, in the shadows, manipulating kings and nations. Then Nemuel appeared, an angel with wise eyes and a soothing voice, claiming to be a guardian of divine knowledge. He offered Malakiel aid, whispering that mankind was doomed and that the only salvation was to use the sacred names to purge the world again, as in Noah's time. But something in his words felt wrong. In prayer, Malakiel saw the truth. Nemuel was no ally, but one of the Watchers, a traitor seeking to wield the tablet's power for himself. A battle of wills erupted. Strengthened by faith, Malakiel resisted the fallen angel's temptations and fled to Mount Zion, a place beyond Sinai, where few had ever tread. There, he cried out to God for justice. The sky darkened, thunder roared, and a mighty voice answered, "Malakiel, lift the tablet and speak the name I reveal to you." As the sacred words echoed, a bolt of lightning struck down from heaven, casting Nemuel into a bottomless chasm sealed forever. But victory came at a cost. Malakiel then learned his true nature. He was no mere man, but an angel incarnate, sent to test humanity. His blood carried a greater purpose. Before vanishing, he recorded his story on a scroll made of seraphim skin, a material no fire could destroy. This scroll was hidden within the Ark of the Covenant beside the 10 Commandments, waiting for the day its secrets would be unveiled. Centuries passed. Enoch, the man who walked with God, found fragments of this text and wove them into his secret writings. Yet the full truth remained hidden. known only to a chosen few mystics and prophets. Meanwhile, in the shadows of history, ancient forces worked to suppress the truth. During Solomon's reign, rebellious priests attempted to breach the Holy of Holies to destroy the scroll, only to be consumed by divine fire. In Babylonian exile, the prophet Daniel received disturbing visions of a sealed book to be opened only at the end of days. Now, in modern times, fragments of the Emerald Tablet have begun surfacing in unexpected places, in Roman catacombs, in the Vatican's secret archives, in a Negev Desert cave. Each discovery is accompanied by inexplicable phenomena: sandstorms forming faces in the sky, people speaking dead languages in their sleep, reports of a shadowy figure appearing in dreams, always whispering the same warning: he is returning. In a Jerusalem laboratory, scientists study a mysterious artifact, a metal shard defying all known elements, found with one fragment. When analyzed, it emits a frequency inducing hallucinations. Subjects describe visions of a floating city and a war between beings of light and shadow. Most chillingly, all testimonies, regardless of language or culture, report identical details with uncanny precision. Meanwhile, in a remote Turkish monastery, an aged monk guards the final piece of the puzzle. Day after day, he deciphers an ancient manuscript speaking of the awakening of Malakiel's blood. The text claims that when the 72 names are reunited, the last heir of the bloodline will be revealed, and with them, the power to restore heaven's covenant with earth, or shatter it forever. The monk knows his time is short. On his cell walls, he has scrawled the same phrase over and over in charcoal: they are coming. And so, as the world remains oblivious, events accelerate. Across the globe, ordinary people share identical dreams: 7 stars aligning, a book opening itself, a voice echoing through time. Prepare. The veil is about to tear. Some heed the warning, others ignore it. But one truth is certain: the prophecy is unfolding, and nothing can stop it. What was hidden is now revealed. What was forgotten has returned to claim its due. The only question that remains: which side will you be on when the last name is spoken?